Hello and welcome. Right, we have got we've not. I've not been neglecting, but I haven't been doing some of the jobs because we've only got 8, and there's not that much to do. But there is now. It's 10 tons of slurry, so it's time I think that we got these jobs done. And BGA was I thought we'd just do it into the BGA. I would, yeah, rather than and the fertilizer distance is going to be better. But what I mean is, then you've got to run all the way across the road, and I want this to be nice and smooth. So sometimes you just got to do things differently. Now we've got some milk as well, but I am prepared to. Oh, that's. Yeah, we need to see where we're going because I've never had this one. Nice. I presume it's all. Oh no, I'd say it's exactly where we just were in the sort of. Also, I thought, well, we're buying our mix. We must have stick those 3 bales into the. Although, to be honest, we've got silage coming out of Rio, so there's going to be no room at the inn. So yeah, actually, forget that one. Drop that there. Gonna need to wash it out or get another one for the milk. I prefer to get another one, but at the minute, the milk, we'll just let it build up a little. Don't need to do any TMR. Don't need to do any straw, but I've got the straw ready. But we'll grab the manure. It's a bit, yeah. Again, same things as well. I don't. It is weird now. As a virtual farmer, when I first started this, I would not have thought twice about grabbing manure and TMR in the same trailer. Now it's sort of inwardly the inner rules of myself have been rewritten, and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to use that, which is, I think, good. We ought to grab the one for the manure. Really. In fact, those, yeah, it's true. If you feel that strongly, and I do, let's ask the shop to deliver one. It's not going to hurt. Right, so in that case, under animals, we're going to go for another in advance. I accidentally bought one of these on the XLs. I don't know what I was playing there. I did not pay attention. So we're going to use this one. We're going to colour this one as white. Creamy. Remember, if, yeah, it does. I can say it's completely changes the price. Let's go for slightly off white. I'm not sure if I can do it on the red one. I've never tried to do it. It will have a red hue slightly, but it'll be off white. Yeah, that's not too bad. And also going to go for a trailer, a little one. And this one I'm going to go for the very excellent 4-Schritt one. I think it's a 4-Schritt. I frequently have this for this exact thing. I mean, on our little herd, it's always swivel axle. But it is very, very good value. And yes, can have a rear hitch, I think. Let's reset that. Let's get used to it. But it saves charging down to the shop this early on in the session because I should. Yeah, I suppose I should have started, but then I knew most of our jobs were here. So that can stay for TMR. This one can stay for. I haven't. Yeah, dairy. We've not got dairy yet. That's what I was thinking. It's not going to feature a lot, and I don't really, I suppose, need to upgrade it very much. If I have one built, which I probably will, we'll let it get to about 20 odd tons of milk before we worry about it. So it might not ever happen. How do I do the? Oh, they've changed it to the button again on the side panel. I've got to get used to that. Right, so to turn around on myself really. Hopefully without losing that. That's what I was trying to be good, and so easy on these small drawbars to lose them. It's not too bad. Could have been a lot worse. Right, so then manure. Now, is this going to be one of those where you are allowed to go into it? It is. Yeah, there's not a lot. You shall see how much there is. 8 tons. Go round to the BGA. We can do that. I do like this. That Callis. This is the same way I would do it. I'd sooner have small ones built at the farm, where they're part of the farm's thing, than I would outcharge across the map. I know it's not. You can do things differently now, but go to the on-map BGA used to be charging across the map. I had I bet you that this isn't. Yeah, the slurry's here, but the other's at the top. You've really got to reverse that all the way up there all the time. It may have been a better idea to swap this around and have the red rock for the manure. Because this is going to be fun reversing all the way up there. Oh, and also, can you change the tip side to back on that? What is it by? Ooh. My bad, I really thought I totally missed that. Left, right, we need to change that. Oh, okay, let's try left then. It's a perfect animal, but not necessarily perfect for the manure. Well. Well, this could be fun. And I've got to do this one no matter what now, because we've got it in the trailer, so there's no escaping from this. Even if we, well, in a way, it might. Apologies for the silence. We just need to concentrate intently. How close to that? Very, very close. Yeah, that's very good. So easy to lose it, just tiny little millimeters. Hate this. It's true. You've got to just go right back to the beginning if you get it wrong. I did think I was getting better, but you know, sometimes. I think you also, when you know you're under pressure and you've got to produce good results, I think it always, when you sort of don't feel ready for doing something, I think that always adds a little bit more pressure. Right, now I think we've still got it switched on. I'm sure we didn't actually change that. Yeah, slurry and manure. Not going to do an awful lot, but it's going to do something. It's not, it doesn't do, yeah, it's not the biggest of, yeah, I really should. I don't think I've got one that sort of size. They all seem to be swivel axles, the ones that I've chosen. I used to have my MAM, but it only was a 10-tonner. So I took it out and had this one instead. Can't do anything at the minute. Right, we have got bales to move. I thought we'll go grab the straw bales. And I thought we'd leave them on the floor like we did the last lot. So we'll leave that red rock there. Yes, it's gone now, so it is working. It's just for some reason not seeing it, but we moved it a couple of times and then saw it. I would go into a time lapse, but you know, there's only a few little. It's a very tight, and of course, I'm not for 1 minute. That was obviously done on purpose. Calle's done that on purpose. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I know for a fact that any map maker is. I mean, we might be able to come up with the main thing, but I thought that was quite small. Very, very shocked by how few bales we've got, but I shouldn't be really. Yeah, corn. Such orange. I can't see us needing it. Oh, wire. Right, so about 3 or 4, I think. It's not going to take us long enough for a time lapse. It's beautiful. I wish in a way though that I'd obviously had done the white farm, because I can still see the white farm even though it's completely different, even the field layouts. I think it's sort of very similar to whatever say. I recognise the fields, even the grass field is still a grass field. It's sort of like weird because I've been here before on the white farm. It's sort of, I keep thinking it's a white farm. I mean, you know, like, I know it's not, but the brain says white farm. I suppose what I'm saying is, it's, you come on a new map. If you've already been on the white farm, you'll probably get the same as I have, where you feel that, see everything and all the rest. So, in some ways, I think I just live 2 of these at a time. I'm just thinking it's going to take me longer putting them on and off this than it would be if it took 2, like, you've got to take them off the trailer again, that's my point. Sometimes if you've got 20 bales it's well worth doing things like this, but let's just see if this will get away with doing all. Oh, there are more actually. You can see them in the distance, it's quite a big field, isn't it? Right, let's just see, can you do it sort of like 2 end to ends? Because it would be the best way to spread the load. I mean, in real life as well. That snowshoe jobbing. Let's just see. Let us. Yeah, we will. Well, I suppose, yeah. No, these are heavier. That's what I was thinking. Oh, there's more of them. I don't know if it's heavier. I would have thought. Hay was probably, because there could be a bit of moisture with hay. So, just think the last 2 we're going to use a straw straight away, and I think I'm going to still grab a TPS for going down the shop, because that is too big. I am not selling porcupines when I say that, so I think we're going to grab a TPS for going in the yard. It's just too big. We'll leave it on the edge of here or take back down the other one to grab the bales when we do them. A few little corner switches, but it wouldn't, I don't think it'd make another bale. Should keep the, we won't need to buy straw was what I was thinking, really, for a few months in the year for the cows. I mean, quite a few months, because there are only 8 of them. Yeah, I still keep thinking to myself, do I buy more, or do we just stick with what we've got? Oh no, the only bad thing about doing this is, obviously, I don't somehow think I'm going to get through the barn door, but, or, I don't know, you've got to think 3-dimensionally when you're doing this. I can go above the sign to get into the yard. I'm just not sure about the tree. We'll drop them at the entrance to the shed. think. Is that bigger? Not by a lot. Kalle was basically saying that it's not the really big monstrous tools or big monstrous headers, really. I would say that's probably the idea. Good, sort of. Yeah, but oh no, I know what I was. It's amazing how your brain will switch to let's see if we can figure out a way to do this. But you can. But I was going to say end to end, but then I wouldn't be able to get down here. So I need to switch the. So. It should last a while. I love the reality of the bit of muck that Kalle's done just there. It's yeah, very well thought out, very authentic. I like it. Yeah, splashes of muck here and there. So we'll stack that on top of that. Oh, they always fall though. Right, and I think it's all the job's done. Yeah, I mean the milk, as I said, we're going to let build up. I'm not sort of forgetting that it's true. Let's go through. Done our bread. That should now produce far more in the morning. That's been fed, if you can call it being fed. Ooh, we ought to go and do another water run with a 40 tonner. I did one, that's why it's got 113 in it. As I started everyone's engines, I usually do that type of thing. That's filling and start the loading. Pop back across. Could fetch the JCB, but it might be useful to be left down here, actually, because you never know what implements you could get. I mean, we're going to need to grab a seeder. Can't forget we've got that field. It probably makes sense as well that we do stay till the end of this year, however many sessions that is, really, just to show the map off, but also for the so it flows well, and that if you're gonna seed and plant, you've really got to see it through. That's what I mean, to the end of that. I do that normally on the mall, so whatever, however many sessions that takes, that's however many sessions it's going to take. So I suppose we could stay here. Yeah, let's go through till tomorrow. No, let's we've got a sleep trigger. Let's use it. It's a bit more realistic. Oh, can't visit that. Nah, there we are. Let's go through till tomorrow. We will, of course, be getting little tickles of tickles for the fertilizer business, because obviously the digestate from the BGA is feeding into that, but they'll not be huge ones, although they have been bigger than I anticipated, actually. Yeah, they were, which is good. And of course we've got the Lord's steady income every single day as well. I'm going to leave it. I've got to get used to these type of things. Sometimes I get a bit bent out. I mean, it's 21 grand today, so it is good though. 70 odd thousand a day is quite good. No, it's good, that is. It's a real good one. But it's true, I've come to the conclusion that where sugarcane planters are, that I ought to lease them and never buy them, because you only plant once, so it seems silly to me to actually do anything. Let's have a look at our animals, because I think the way our animals are, we could probably do them every 2 days. 6-9, slowly back up to 1-9. They're still okay. They have had more bursts though. Now up to 32, 33, 32 ladies and one gentleman. Yeah, busy chap, I would say. Really ought to buy a couple more. Yeah, we ought to actually. Let's buy another think we'll leave the ladders as they are, though. Really, that's I don't think they need adding on, but I think for realism, let's grab a couple more roosters. Or can't count now. Yeah, fantastic. I think that's a little bit more realistic. We've got a few eggs building up now, and they will begin soon when they all mature to actually become quite a few. So quite pleased with that. So then, let's go straight through. It's not much work can take place. Yeah, I was going to do the wood, but I'm happy with the way things are going. Actually, it's a medium farm. The flour's down to 27,000. The bread is up to 5493. So not quite the cycles that I thought it would be. Should have been more. Oh, it'll be the flour moving into the building more slowly than you think. It'll probably be that. 9 o'clock. We did check. We did. Yes, indeed. We'll check our animals. We need to buy. I think we'll grab a TPS and also a couple of chicken foods because you can put 9,000 litres in there anyway. I mean, they shouldn't suddenly zip down very, very fast, but bread. It looks like 5.5 tons every day then. Very nice amount of cash. Ooh. We've got amazing. What have we got, sprayer? Do we buy that and finish the team? I think the team's good enough as it is. We do. Now we've got a medium tractor as well. 2 medium tractors. I think we're okay. I do. Yeah, I think the team's good enough. I do. So as much as that's a good thing, let's check our animals. No, they're still not going to know very much. They're still in the let's do that. We're on the bale trailer, aren't we, in the field? We didn't bring it across. I should imagine we'll probably leave the VQR on the edge of this and come and grab the bales as we need them, but actually facing that way is probably not a bad thing. Yeah, because I actually use this for sheds on the White Farm, and I will do the same again if I'm staying here properly. I did a full Let's Go on the White Farm. So TPS definitely because of the size of the farm going forwards. It's very nice to have this as the yard run around, but really, I thought I'd hit the green post in the middle. My bad. I was looking at the actual sign for the farm. I did wonder if it meant White Farm, but it actually doesn't. Yeah. White's very similar in German than it is in English. It's weird now. I do not understand that word at all, what it means. Right, so then, let's go grab. How much TMR have we got? It's quite a small capacity, so I suppose it doesn't matter. About 30 odd tons. No, 12 tons. I think we'll just do a full trailer. Because this is full TMR, so we've got straw bales, so for once I don't really need to worry about it. Right, so we will fill it. Let's see how much a full one actually costs us to do. Oh, my bad. That's quite in my place. I always find the higher they are, is the harder for me to find them properly. I think we're reversing. Something I learnt on one of the S-Powers maps. Sometimes it is sort of, well, when I say easier, it's obviously not easier, but it is in a way. It's the best way to a shed like this. Just to reverse. It's definitely not easier in a way. It's back. Yeah, plenty of room in the shed. I like that. Oh, that took a little bit more than I thought it would. Yeah, just clear that. Did think that, honest. Right, so it's how much slurry that I'll be building up, and the manure will probably be about but it's just not worth worrying about. Milk's only 8 tons. So let's go through till tomorrow morning, and I think, trying to think, we'll have a look to see because that corn was really good flour making. And this year we would be scanning the fields and all that type of stuff. So let's have a look and compare. Oh, 420. Yeah, there's the Agrizet though. And that is a 3 meter though, with a much bigger capacity. We're doing potatoes. Well, actually, there is a bit of sense in that. Yeah. Does this plough itself, or and that there's definitely sense in doing, because if the corn we could sort of do, and sugar as well. In fact, I suppose we're more of a planter. It's only the 6 meter though. It is. That's a big field for a 6 meter. We could just go for the full version, couldn't we? Really, or do we go for the 12 meter that's got the versatility? Well, let's first of all look at what we're doing. Yeah, we can do sugar beet cuts, but we could get a cutter, but it only does. Oh, actually, it does quite a lot. So the sugar beet cut wouldn't be a bad thing to do. Sugar beet and potatoes likewise. 826 times 24 cycles is a lot, actually. So if you said that was 1,000, that's 24,000. So it's considerable amount, about 18 tons, something like that. Same with sugar beet cut. No, that's a little bit more. You can put hay and straw in it if we really wanted. But we're feeding silage straight in. Although I suppose it's true actually. I would imagine the amount of silage we've got this is where really clever farming comes in. Although I would imagine looking at that through the winter you could easily get away with. We had like 400 odd tons. It's down to 192, so it is going in quite a lot. So it's keeping this topped up. What I'm saying is a good farmer would probably switch to the hay one sometimes, and obviously any excess straw we were unfortunate. And I suppose that's the other thing we've got to look at. Let's have a look at the windmill and see what oat flowers is. See that's quite amazing because cornflower is usually quite bad. Boys, it grows on this one quite a lot. Oat flower is actually slightly less, but you're going to get way more flour. I keep mixing my words, my flour and my straw. Yeah, you'll get way more straw from that. So yeah, sorghum's a bit like corn. You don't get a massive thing. We've only got a corn header, but I'm sure we'll get a header some size, or we buy a new one if we wanted. 15 produces 20, so the recipes on this are quite. They get a little bit more out, and they're all. Yeah, it's treated oats badly because oats should be more than any, but it's everything else has got a bit of a revamp. Sorghum's slightly more. And it's acknowledged the loss for barley and the loss for wheat as well. So right. So amazingly, this is better at things like corn and oats. than it is at other things. So I think we'll do a big field of oats, which means we need a seeder. We could go for the planter that I was gonna. No, it's not big enough. That's a big field. I think we're going to go for my favourite because it fits very well and it's also cheaper than the Estrella by a lot. Not because I'm sort of favouring it for any other reason. It also does vegetables, although we've got a vegetable planter. But I'll also go for the add in the roller. And we'll keep it the Kinsey colours. Why should Kinsey not have the glory for this? Although I suppose I'd have to say this is an older model or something for it to actually fantastic. So brilliant. Seeds. We're going to need to buy some seeds too. It needs 3 bags. We have got a few little bits and bobs on the edge. We could also do the grass. That's a bit. I did notice there's a bit missing around the edge of the field. We could zip down there quickly. I think our 200 odd horsepower one would actually cope with that, even though it's not. So I think we want 3, but we're also going to get some spares. And we also want the TPS under bale loaders buying for this as well. So we do need another tractor down at there too. And we have actually got another tractor down that end. Right, so that's... We're going to need some more fertilizer, I think, as well. Yeah, and we're also going to need to lease a field scanner. Yeah, we were going to buy another field, weren't we, as well? We were going to see what the farmers were planting, which is a bit crafty, but not terribly bad. Oh, well, the other thing is you might not get what you want. So miscellaneous, and we're going to go for my favourite. Well, I go for realism on it. Yeah, for once we're going to keep it blue. Fantastic. Right, let's go down. Before we do anything, we're going to just set another water run going before we go down and grab him properly. I'm going to go down. We did repair you. You've got narrows. We could stick you on the foot, really. This is one good reason why I thought about this. Stick as much seed as we can inside the our seeder planter. It is true, it's such a good price point for this. We're going to need more seeds. We've got Tates, haven't we? We don't want a massive field though. Also, it's going to be what fields haven't been planted, isn't it? Really, I think we'll buy field 4. Makes perfect sense. That's going to be the Tate field, and we've got 237. Still could buy one more field. I don't think that's a bit pricey. Leave us 30 odd grand. It's got nothing in it at the minute. What's those across the road? Harvested? No, they're not. So we've got oats and a wheat field. Done. We don't really need oats then now, do we? I'm trying to think. Are we a field of potatoes? What? Some might be a monstrous amount of sugar beet. Still, we do need some, so I suppose we could do that. Potatoes and sugar beet, it is. Right, okay. Thought the telehandler was a little bit close. I don't want to be bashing into it. Right, I thought it was in the right place. I thought, though. Yeah. So let's grab, yes, the ones. We might grab some more and stick some more into the onto the TPS, not into. Smash in. You could also feel the potato one. It makes sense in a way. Am I going to tell? I think we will, because I don't want this to detract from the length of the session. So I'm going to say my words, and we're then going to go straight into like scanning and planting and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I think that is us done. Yeah, I don't know what I'd forgotten. I'd not scanned field three, but it charged me 5,000 something, and I thought, well, that's wrong. It's almost like it charged me for a. It's done that before, but it doesn't always do it. It's very infrequently, but yeah. Let's have a quick look at that precision farming now. pH perfect, pH perfect. We already scanned that last year. pH perfect. Nitrogen, the good orange for. Missed a bit there. Okay, that's interesting. I must have to remember to manually do that bit. And missed a patch there for some reason. That's perfect, and that's perfect for the crop type. So really, we're saying where we've come from. We've, I think, in one full farming year. Obviously, it'll say two, I believe. It says two this time because we've gone into the second year, but it's not yet 3 years. Oh, we must have whizzed through 2 years then. Okay. We've only, maybe. Well, it's got to be, yeah. We're into the third, so no, that is true. We did a full year. Of course we did. We did a full year down there, moved in sort of. Oh, I'm confused now, I am. Right, anyway, that's all that done. Next session we shall whiz through, I think, to harvest. So, yeah, let's have a look and take stock of what we've actually done. Quite a lot. One massive field of sugar beet, of quite a long one of potatoes, and we didn't plant it, but we've done everything else on it. So, yeah, it's all good. Don't think didn't see any need weeds, so I think that must have been ploughed by the previous farmer too. But that one might need weeds. Be interesting to go through till tomorrow actually, just to see what's what. Yeah, shame about that planter. But we needed a bit of both, and that's the trouble. And the fields were too big to really go for the other option, which is the small. I do love the Kvernen 4.5 meter. Is it Kvernen? I think I'm right in saying that. Actually, it sounds wrong. It does, as I'm saying it. Oh, it is a Kverneland. I am right. Yeah, this is my favourite. 4.5, small, because it goes into a 3 metre. Ideal for a farm like this, but the fields seem a bit wrong for the limit that's been imposed by the gate size by Kalle this time. Yeah, it is a bit of a strange one. I suppose, not really. There's not a proper way in. They always said this. You could sneak around the back here if you own field one, come in here. There was sheds on the white farm, but you shouldn't really need to do that. There's two entrances and both have got those green, quite reducing things, but the fields are fairly hefty. 2, 1 and 3 are not exactly snippy. I mean, 1 is quite a monster for the size of the map. So if you're expected to use 3 meter equipment or 4.5 meter equipment on that, because I think that's, in fact, yeah, I think the gate size, I would say it's about 3 meters. So you'd have to use something like one of the closing 4.5s. We're very fortunate that that one's quite narrow. Apart from its wheels are a little bit, but it's obviously less than 3 meters. I would say that's 3 meters. No, you can't. The only way you could do it was if you stuck a piece of wood across here and you did the measure mod where the wood is from there to there, that would sort of show you. Or you could. No, it's only 3 meter, yeah, width. We got the potato plant through, so it's got to be a little bit more. I'd say perhaps 3.5 meters to allow you to put. What I mean is anything above that, you can't get any 6 meter equipment through, and there's quite a few that's that wide. So with having this on this side, which has obviously been done by design, because it could have been stuck here, and it's not a double gate for your main entrance. So what I mean is it's Calle's way of saying, look, this is for small equipment, but what I'm saying is the fields aren't small, so you'd have to get your equipment, which in this day and age is rather dangerous, sort of like we have here, but then you're sort of locking your field up. So really you'd need a shed sort of like where that is. It's on the edge of your farm. to sort of service the farm for the bigger fields, really? Or that used to be the mill on the White Farm. I don't know if there's anything there at all now. Still buy it. How much? 512,000. Well, there must be something very special on there. Anyway, let's go through till tomorrow morning. That would be that. We're sure we've done everything. We did feed the animals. Chickens are going to need some attention, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning. And tomorrow should be that our grass field is ready for us to cut, which we can't forget. That's it. Now that's not such a big bang, but still 60,000 though, I suppose. Thinking about it. Oh, and it is just the sugar beet one. Just trying to think. Oh, I think we'll lease a big one. Yeah, if I'm honest. See, I'm happy with the skid steer. I've got to be honest. I would say the skid steer we've got is better than that little Schaefer. If it was the one by Togrim, I might. This is the sort of thing that Kalle usually puts on his map as well, frequently. But I think this is not fit for purpose. Personally, you can't stick a very heavy weight on the back. It starts to tipple backwards, so therefore can't lift very much. I did try to make it work, really tried to make it work, to try to find out exactly the right size of weight it needs. But I've got to be honest, ask it to do is knock spots off that telehandler, even though it's a telehandler. It's a very poor telehandler. Right, so then, we've seen what's on the sales. It should be, I think we can pop over to the farm supply production, or yeah, we can visit that. That'll do, and this will show us whether I'm right about the grass. I think I am. Should be beautiful, lush, golden green. It is. So this is the job next session, is to do this pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect. Oh, but I want to stop over at the farm because I want. Yeah, I'd like to do the animals. Straw should be good, which it is. Oh, good, 31,066. Oh, yeah, there you go. Actually, you don't need to feed the animals because I topped them up quite late yesterday. So, excellent. Chickens. How are the chickens looking? I would imagine. I was trying to bring some across for them, but yeah, it's going down now. But it's still okay. But yeah, look how many chickens we've got. 16, 24, 32. 32, 40, 48 chickens layers. I mean, obviously they're not all. Yeah, you can see that one's they're about to come out of puberty. They've just given birth. They're they're adults. They're halfway through puberty. They're just started, so very young, and they're the ones that were born today. So yes, we've still got quite a few, 2 or 3 sets of layers out of that lot. So not bad at all. I'd imagine our Holsteins are getting close to. They are, yeah. They're going to give birth soon, with us being here this time, so we should have 16. Yeah, I would have liked to bought more, but I've got to be honest, they've been easy to manage because of the size of the herd. And I've got to be honest, in real life as well, farms don't always have monstrous herds. Some just have 3 or 4 animals. So, I mean, a farm of this size will start. Has got the potential to go quite high, but yeah, not much else. Bread's up to 19,399 litres, so that's really quite phenomenal. So that's going to bring in a lot of cash at the end of the year. So that's where I'm going to leave it. It has been a month session. Yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this beautiful map, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.